Wales from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Here we go. 180!
From the 39, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 24, check 080. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Darnold complete to Crowder. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Lady, watch the whip. Watch twins. Watch twins.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll run it with Bell. And an alley to run. Bell sheds him off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 46 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. From the 22, Garoppolo. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey, and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. General West.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
50 seconds to Mike. Man, that's true. 50 seconds. Wahoo!
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 41, Darnold, rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. 14. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll go again with Bell. And there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. And watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch. Rush in. Rush in.
On third down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Shift. Slam.
Here's Cannon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check your hot read.
Here's Bell. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A pitch to Bell. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Travel.
On 3rd down, it's Bell, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So another 4th down upcoming, and they're 2 for 2 already on 4th down on this drive. I think they're going to go for it again.
Seems to be their MO, doesn't it?
It certainly does. As far as this drive is concerned, they're definitely locked in and trying to pick up 4th downs.
X3, 218, chopper.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Ficken's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applied. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, 62 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 22, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 21. Here we go.
Come on. You better.
2.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now it's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Let's make these babies cry.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun.
Lacking the stamina, way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets to Costa Rica.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Here we go, son.
Watch 57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Play it, play it, play it, play it. 50
They'll run on first down. Bell, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hello, lady.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 50 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Seahawks.
Move the feet.
Three ball.
Play out. Bam.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
14, run it.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Double count right here, double count. 53, 53, check 53. Silver.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Bell. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Bell. Room here to run. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as there? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Avery Williamson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and a short gain down to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down. Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
We got to step it up. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Target.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 35 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The beautiful fake. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down. When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Tighten up. Hey, check 24.
On first down, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Bell. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down. It's a gain of 5.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a give, right side. Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 41, Darnold caught by his tight end Wesco. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Check motion, 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 motion.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Switch. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Wilson now to throw on third down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.